Hi, I'm Sarah DiCicco, and I wanted to share with you what I believe. I've been photographing weddings now for 13 years, and the clients and their personality and their love for each other is really what makes every wedding so individual and different. I really believe that surrounding yourself with clients and people who believe in the same thing is huge. Like strong family values, friendship and love and passion and the uniqueness of one another. It really allows you to value that person and what they bring to the world. Trust is really key in any relationship, whether it's professional or personal. Wedding photography is a mixture of both. You're bringing this person in on one of the most personal, intimate days of your life, but it's very professional on our end. Ultimately, when my clients trust me, what happens is really beautiful is then I'm allowed to create and say, hey, let's go and get these pictures, or let's go to this location and try this out. And they're like, okay, yeah. And they trust me, and I show them the pictures that we just captured, and they're blown away. The whole reason I do what I do is because I love doing it. If I can trigger someone's emotion when they're viewing these images, then I know I did what I had set to do. And years down the road, when we look back at our pictures, it's not necessarily the photograph, it's the emotion that we felt within that image. For myself, when I'm going back and looking through my images, that's what I want. I want to remember that feeling that I had in that moment. So when I was in high school, after some inspiration to start picking up the camera, I knew that was it. I knew there wasn't anything else I wanted to do. I was able to contribute to the world and bring something forward that was going to make it a better place. I really love the passion and the emotion that I'm able to bring into each image, each wedding, and each client. Now I get to capture these really intimate moments that we really only save for family and friends that I'm honored to be a part of. I always kind of had this vision when I was starting to get into the wedding industry of how it would be, and I really didn't think that was the way that I was going to go. And so I was a photojournalist for many years with a newspaper. That was great, but I wasn't able to get involved. And because of my emotions and needing to interact with people and put myself out there, I found it to be not fulfilling. People were like, no, I just want you to do your photography just for my wedding. And so finally I really started to get out there and shooting in that emotional sense. I approach the wedding day with a sense of respect. I respect the day itself, the love, my clients. And even as I'm pulling up to a wedding, I still get the same butterflies and nervous and excitement, and I feel off of my clients' excitement. I'm definitely one of those people that, you know, when the trumpets sound in the cathedral, I'm crying behind my camera and I get those goosebumps. It's really just an emotionally charged day. By being a mother, by being a bride, a wife, a sister, and having all of those life experiences allows me to look and associate myself with my client in a much more intimate way. When I have clients call me, a lot of times they say, I've been looking at your work and I can't get off of your website, but I don't know why. And a lot of times it's because of the emotion that they're feeling through the images. And ultimately how I'm able to get that is by photographing with fast lenses, available lighting. So I'm really able to get into the moments and the natural feeling that my clients have in their wedding day. At the end of the night, the last 15 minutes of a wedding is the most high energy and love-filled moments, and the band is really kicking it up. And I love those last 15 minutes and the way that a husband looks at his wife. And that's really why we enjoy and we stay the entire day. I don't want my clients to cut moments like that out when I know really what we end up walking away with if we were to stay, which is also why the beginning of the day is just as equally as important. A wedding day isn't the beginning or the middle or the end, it's the entire day. I'm more known for my signature package that I offer to my clients, which is an entire collection of images, more so than just the final selection of images that go into a formal book. The moments that you feel are most important are sometimes different to what your parents think are important or your in-laws think are important. And sometimes you don't realize how big those moments are until later in life. That's really why I feel that having all of your moments is really important. I take that time to make sure that every single picture is retouched and perfected, which is also another piece that sets me apart from any photographer in the industry. The time that it takes me allows me to polish it off, whether it's getting rid of the exit sign over your head as you're walking down the aisle, or someone sneezing in the background, but it's a really beautiful photo. I'm going to take the time to blur that out so that everything is beautiful, not just a small selection that I felt were the most important. I'm doing it for my clients. I'm not doing it for myself. And when I'm giving you 1,100 fully retouched pictures, I really believe I am only as good as my worst picture in the entire set. So that holds myself up to a really high standard. When my clients are looking back through all of their pictures, they can really see why it was that they were pulled into my work.